I was trying to hype everyone up before the last round. I was like, you gotta let the unicorn out of the cage. I don't even know where that came from. I've been battling with Katie here. She's going down. Here we go. Finishing with 1/100 fast with paddles. Super power paddles. You're going down. Shoot, that's not fair. Dang it. I'm definitely gonna lose now. All right. Dang it. I'm gonna hang with her the first 50 and then do breaststroke the second 50. I'm just gonna pace you. We're gonna make it even. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's right. Lots of 50s pace, lots of pain and suffering. I can't get this lane up. Come on.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to yourself.
You know, sometimes I do just talk to myself, so. Some of my best content never makes it on camera. Yeah. That workout actually went surprisingly a lot better than I expected. This was the first race pace, like all-out effort practice that I've done coming off of US Open. The main set's right there if you want to see it, but German Max unfortunately pulled his groin, so I was racing female butterflies today. Now, if you have any interest in how we build back up into training coming off of a taper, like for US Open, I made a vlog all about that, which is available exclusively on the USA Swimming Network, which I think is on there now, or it's gonna be on there soon. Anyway, you can check that out, download that. Okay, let's head outside. Right now, we are just right around the corner from Christmas. It's the holiday season, and my mom, who still lives in Las Vegas, is renovating her house, so she's getting new flooring done, so she's purging her whole house of like all the excess stuff that she has. And instead of sending me, you know, presents and Christmas gifts, she's sending me boxes of stuff of mine from years ago that she's just had in storage at her house forever. And I started going through a few of them, and it's like taking a nice little trip down memory lane. And anyway, very nostalgic, and I thought that we could go through some of that together to see some of this, you know, kind of silly but fun and exciting old Cody stuff. The first thing that stood out to me was this brochure from 2008's Olympic trials. Now, I used to collect things like this back in the day when magazines were a thing and brochures were a thing, and this is in pristine condition. It obviously highlights basically 5 of my childhood heroes. Most of you probably already know, I grew up swimming for this team right here, the Sandpipers of Nevada. Swimming for this guy right here in this picture of me and Allie from a Golden Goggles event. That's Coach Ron Aiken, still the head coach of the Sandpipers. However, the Sandpipers of Nevada was actually the second club team I ever swam for. The first club team that I ever swam for was the Central Valley Aquatics team in Turlock, California, just south of Modesto. And I believe this might be the very first award I ever got. This is just the coach's award. This is my 10 and under high point award from the Dixie Invitational. I actually remember this. It was the first time where I found it really hard to breathe at a pool because the air quality was meh, you know? This was one of the coolest trophies I ever won. Look at this thing. I just thought that trophy was, I thought it was so cool. I'm actually really happy that my mom had this one because I really like this. I haven't seen anything like, oh, look at the leg is busted. Seen better days. So that's all the stuff that I've already seen in that little box that I opened, but now I have a suitcase. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it? Right there. I have a suitcase that I have not opened yet. Let's do this together. Oh, that is, ooh. Oh. One of my favorite things is seeing how different swimmers organize their like ribbons and medals on their walls in their rooms and stuff. That's something I did growing up. National Top 16 reportable times. This was my first junior national awards. Man, I remember having a goal meeting with Ron, and he told me I was gonna go 158 in the 200-yard breaststroke. And at the time, I think my best time was like a 202. And he was like, you're gonna go this and you're gonna make juniors. And I was like, okay. Like, I got very lucky that I had a coach that believed in me and gave me the fuel and the motivation and everything that I needed to be successful. State championship won, cool. Cottonwood Heights Invitational, 3rd place, high point, some good wood. Good quality, like actually prefer the wood ones. Okay, these are, oh, we got pictures. Right there, we've got baby face Cody. Look at that. Breaststroke still looks the same, even back in the day, you know? There's me and my best friend Jake. That's my best friend from high school right there. He's super big into CrossFit now, lifts a ton of weights, really big dude. But yeah, he used to kick my butt in practice like literally every day. Okay, moving on to the next side. No idea what is in here. My mom did a good job of wrapping this stuff. Regional Swimmer of the Year. Cool. I personally, as an 11, 12-year-old, would prefer those little trophies, like the bobblehead trophies, over plaques, but whatever. I guess as a parent, it makes more sense to get plaques. Makes more sense because it's more spatially economical, right? Like it's something you can display on your wall, and like you have a lot more wall space. Now that I'm a parent with kids, I mean, just look at this. Look at the disaster zone. The more stuff you have, the more of a disaster everything is. So I guess if you start accumulating little trophies and stuff, it's like just more stuff, but it was more exciting to me as a young kid to win trophies. Like these plaques, they look nice and all, but you know, what am I really gonna do? Oh, this was my very first Olympic trials time. More plaques. Oh yeah, sectional team. Oh, okay, this was big. So remember what I said earlier? I was really good at age 10. Like I was like one of the best in the country, #1 in the country in one of my events. Then aged 11, 12, 13, 14, like I was a good swimmer, don't get me wrong, but I was not the best in the country. Like it just wasn't. But then when I turned 16, that's when I like started to get really good again. When I was 16, I broke 2 national age group records, which were held by Brennan Hansen, the guy you saw in that pamphlet, one of the breaststroke gods, one of the greatest of all time. Now the plaques and the trophies are one thing, like those are kind of neat, but the things that are really near and dear to my heart are all of the documents and the photos and the goal sheets from my meetings with Ron when I swam for the Sandpipers. Like this stuff I actually really do cherish. So long story short, the very first time that I met my childhood idol, Michael Phelps, I was 16 years old, and randomly I ran into him at the airport and I got to ride on the same plane as him. And this is the photo that we took after the plane. There's me, there's Michael, and then there's my sister Cody. This was for Michael just 6 months after the Beijing Olympic Games, where he won 8 Olympic gold medals. And he had no idea that I was, you know, an up and coming, pretty decent swimmer. And also someone who had 2 posters of him on my bedroom wall. But he was super, super cool and kind to me way back then. So what a throwback photo. That is, I haven't seen that in a long time. Some of you may remember Caitlin Sandino as the GM of the DC Trident professional swimming team for the ISL, the International Swimming League. You remember her in my videos? Well, she's a multi-Olympic medalist, multi-world champion, like one of the best of all time, and I just found this. I'm gonna take a picture and send this to her right now. I just found a photo of me and my high school girlfriend, really the first girlfriend I ever really had. I will not be showing this to you, but this is a funny surprise. These are my goal sheets from when I was 15 years old. Wow. This is pretty cool. Right here at the very top, you have your dreams, your long-term goals, your short-term goals, daily goals. Right at the very top, I just wrote world records, anything, and then Olympics. So I just found, this is the very first swim cap, the first time I ever got Michael Phelps' signature, and Lenny Kraselberg. I found my Rowdy Gaines signature card. It says, Cody, 2012, Rowdy Gaines. Well, he was 4 years off, but pretty close. The one and only Josh Davis. Oh man, that's cool. My biggest takeaway from taking this trip down memory lane and looking at all this is, I got really lucky that I joined a club team with a coach who knew exactly how to coach me, give me all the right things to set me up for success, and expose me to people like Rowdy Gaines and people like Josh Davis, and that I got to have all these experiences that ultimately led me to, you know, look at all those meets I swam at. And I recognize now more than ever that swimmers are way better off at age 14, 15, 16 now than they used to be. Like when I grew up, you know, all I had to go off of was like Swimming World magazine, was like some of this stuff that seems ancient to the young kids watching this video, but there was no SwimSwam, there was no Twitter, there was no social media, like none of that existed. So all I had to go off was these kinds of experiences and then what my coach said. And I'm very proud and I'm very grateful that I have this platform to share this stuff with now, so that, you know, the next generation of young athletes can see this kind of stuff and be inspired and see the roadmap for themselves, you know, and get something out of it and enjoy watching me suffer and struggle through some of the swim practices that I like to vlog through. There is more, but enough on all this stuff. Now let's take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video, Waterdrop, these little microlight hydration cubes. That's my favorite product of theirs. Waterdrop has been a sponsor of me and this YouTube channel for years, like a very long time, because I really love these. These little cubes hydrate you faster than just drinking water alone. They're sugar-free, vegan, contain 5 electrolytes, 9 vitamins, and zinc. They're also super low in sodium, so you can drink them throughout the day. You know, drinking more water is a goal of all of ours. Check out all their great stuff on their website with my link in the description below. They also make great water bottles. Now, more than ever, is the time to stock up on all your hydration needs. These make perfect stocking stuffers as well. It is the Polar Bear Club season, so we need to be drinking lots of water. Check out their website. Use my promo code Cody at checkout to get 10% off your order, and that stacks. You can use that on top of the other discounts that are also on the website. Big thanks to Waterdrop for sponsoring this video, and guys, just know that when you support my sponsors like Waterdrop with my links and discount codes in the description below, you are supporting me and this YouTube channel, which I really appreciate. Thank you all for joining me today on that fun little trip down memory lane. The Polar Bear Club is going strong this month. I'm training every single day in the pursuit of getting better and making myself stronger. I don't expect everyone else out there to be doing doubles and to train every day. The true heart and centerpiece of this club is challenging yourself and doing something that you wouldn't normally do, is making yourself better mentally and physically by choosing to do something that you know is good for you that you might not necessarily want to do. Like, hence, doing the ice plunge every day. I'm doing the cold plunge every single day, and I'm loving it. I hate it right before I do it, but I love it afterwards every time because it makes me feel good. So join my Polar Bear Club. Check the merch on the merch store. We did restock. We almost ran out of supply. I restocked. So for those of you that have been asking for other sizes, it's all there. It's all there for you now, and it will sell out. So get your stuff now, because once it's gone, I will not be able to, it will be gone. All right, Lego, I'll let you inside. Thank you all so much, and until my next video, I will see you all later.